So in the last episode, we talked about human safety and we talked about fire safety. And we did touch upon all the various aspects that should be considered while we are designing a building for it to be safe for us to live in and for us to, in case of any disaster, in case of any issues, for us to be able to get out of a building. But while that is an important aspect and it's a basic, in this episode we will move forward and look at the other sides of the that we
building
consider.
We're talking about energy, light and transparency. Tell you a small little story again, going back to China, more than 20 years ago, you would remember China as traveling to the Pudong airport in Shanghai. So while you were going the rasta from Shanghai, from the Bund to the airport, you would see lots of these beautiful buildings, glass lights on, but nobody inside. तो उस समय तो चला गया, बड़े दिमाग में डाउट है कि भाई बिल्डिंग तो इतनी बड़ी बड़ी 10, 50, 100 स्टोरीज खाली हैं. सो आई आस्क्ड दिस ट्रांसलेटर ऑफ माइन कि भाई ये खाली क्यों है. आई डोंट नो. चलो नेवर माइंड. वेंट बैक आफ्टर अ फ्यू मंथ्स. दिस क्यूरियोसिटी क्वेश्चन वाज इन माय माइंड. वेंट बैक, फाउंड समवन हु कुड स्पीक सम इंग्लिश एंड टेल मी. ही सेड कि यहाँ ना जितना रेंट है ना उससे ज़्यादा बिजली का बिल है, तो ये बिल्डिंग सारी खाली हो गई. सो आई सेड ओके. आई ट्राई टू डू द मैथ्स टुगेदर. देन I think sir must have given me some advice while I was designing this building where our office is and the studio is in Okla. In 2007 he advised me कि भाई ऐसा है काके, and he said काके काम कर, तू laminated insulated glass लगा, तेरे बिजली के बिल 2 साल में you will return your investment. So if I spent 3-4 lakh rupees extra at that time, लाख रुपए का बिल 2 लाख का आता है, 1 लाख का आ गया, तो लाख रुपए into 12, 12 लाख रुपए अगले साल में ही return on investment हो गया. But I took that decision because as a client I thought about it. Similarly, I came back after this.
And after
China,
that, the saving is yours forever?
It's lifelong.
Yeah.
And in China, and I came back and I told a big developer here the same story. I just said to him one thing, ऐसे कि 10 साल के बाद नहीं, 5 साल के बाद भी बिल्डिंग रेंट नहीं होगी तो क्या करोगे. But he said कि ये मैथ तो तेरी सही है भाई, तो एक्स्ट्रा कितना कैसे लगेंगे. तो सर को फ़ोन कराया. सर मैंने नाम लेता किसका था. सर ने बोला फॉर एग्जाम्पल हाइपोथेटिकली अगर 1 करोड़ का काम है तो 10 लाख रुपये एक्स्ट्रा. जैसे कि तो आसान है, 10 लाख रुपए तो खर्च हो रहे हैं. 100 करोड़ की बिल्डिंग, 1 करोड़ का ये एलिमेंट ग्लास का और 10 लाख रुपए एक्स्ट्रा, तो नेट तो क्या 0.1% हुआ. तो एनर्जी सेव हो गई, सबके लिए अच्छा है. और वो बिल्डिंग इज कंटिन्यूसली रेंटेड. नाउ इट्स बीन 20 some years. And those buildings which are energy efficient, believe you me guys, when you're designing a building or living, and I've been in many offices myself, rented them out, where you could not sit next to the facade. Light was great, view was fantastic, but your body was burning.
Yeah.
So maybe you can kick this off. You can kick this off with the aspect of light and transparency, which is good to have, but energy.
Yeah, and energy cost will only increase with time.
Correct.
Yeah. I tried to educate one builder, a very prominent one. I would not like to name him. I said, इसमें ना बिजली का बिल बहुत ज़्यादा आएगा, सिंगल रिफ्लेक्टिव ग्लास लगा रहे हो. तो कहता है बिजली का बिल तो क्लाइंट ने देना है, जो किराए पे लेगा वो देगा. That was the most common thing. But now that awareness has come by these episodes, when the people moved out of such buildings,
Correct.
where the energy cost and other comforts were less, and they moved into newer buildings which addressed this problem.
But also, sir, today, if you made a building 10 years ago, to be able to redo it, whether it's to put a new window or to put a new piece of facade, it's not that easy, bro. No. It's a running building.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, तुसी बैठे हो अपनी building के काम करो, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ शीशा टिक गया, and then somebody is putting it back. It's not viable. But उस समय तो the cost is only 10-15%.
Yes. The main thing is you must understand the requirements. What are the requirements of that thing? When we talk about energy, I prefer to start by light, because light is one thing that is natural light is important, and sometimes we don't have enough natural light, and in most of these facades we have too much natural light, which causes a lot of glare, and then whatever energy efficient glass you apply, somewhere it will compromise on sacrifice. Light and energy would be somewhere tradable. So for residential buildings, for example, I feel that the best thing is to plan with an external shading of any kind. It could be a simple chhajja to a sarkande ki chick, to anything, but shade it externally. People have this, you as a window person would be coming across that whenever your marketing person will go to somebody, the window says, यहाँ तो इसमें heat बहुत आएगी, तो कहते हैं double glaze लगा लो. not understanding that the clear double glazed glass is not going to stop any heat,
Correct.
particularly the solar heat. The direct, because heat
sunlight.
will come in by two ways. One is the direct solar flux, the solar radiation, and other is the temperature difference outside and inside.
Inside, yeah.
Conduction.
And when you have that, a simple double glazed glass, it will allow the short wave infrared, that is the energy part of the solar spectrum, will go through, and what it will do, it will heat up the interiors, and the re-radiated energy would be long wave infrared, and that long wave infrared insulated glass will stop.
So, it'll
So
keep
you have
trap
a
the
heat trap.
Glass of
Basically, you created a greenhouse inside. So the best thing for that is have some external shading, and if it is not possible to have some external shading, then you must have the outer glass which is addressing the solar, which is providing the shading.
So let me
House
give
from
you an
outside.
example on this. So, दिल्ली में गर्मियों में,
हाँ.
I mean when we are trying to park a car,
हाँ.
निकलने से पहले दोपहर में what we do? We look for shade.
हाँ.
पेड़ के नीचे खड़ा करेंगे,
हाँ.
ठीक है? और पेड़ के नीचे खड़ी हुई गाड़ी में जब आप आके दोबारा बैठते हैं, versus a car that is parked in the sun, that is the difference between a shaded building
Correct.
and a non-shaded.
Yeah.
Correct. Simple terms.
Simple terms में. So that is the amount of difference that you will get.
Yeah, I come back to light.
Yeah.
The if you cannot have an external shading, अगर छज्जा भी नहीं है, कोई बाहर शेडिंग डिवाइस भी नहीं है, जैसे आपने लूवर्स बताया, एक्सटर्नल लूवर्स भी होते हैं, ग्लासेस के अंदर भी लूवर्स लग जाते हैं, लेकिन कुछ भी नहीं है अगर, तो आपको जो डबल ग्लेज्ड का आउटर ग्लास है, that has to provide shading, because the heat stops there, and then it is the air gap in between or gas gap in between which does not permit too much of a heat to come in. That is the least thing.
How does it work on the
Like
window
Keep
side?
it less than
Keep it
I'm
less.
trying to tangent it to the window side. Energy, light,
Okay. So if we
transparency,
talk about
glare.
energy and windows, so firstly though, in case of energy and noise also, windows and glass are like husband and wife. Okay, they have to be compatible. They have to
बनानी पड़ेगी
go
उनकी,
together.
ना
बनानी
चाहते हुए
पड़ेगी.
भी.
शादी चलानी है तो बनानी पड़ेगी, otherwise divorce होना ही पक्का पक्का.
Shading for windows, what is normally the practice? Like a awning.
Normally
right?
awning, yeah. People use either cemented chhajja or nowadays so smart awnings are also there.
Awnings have been there forever.
Yeah. But people are using it more now for the fancy awnings and all. Yeah. And if we talk about the light, then yes, a major role is played by the glass only in the light transmission. But if we talk about the energy, okay, the exchange of hot air from outside and the cold from air from inside in case of summers, and in winters, of course, we have to stop the cold air from outside and the hot air from inside. So in this, the major role is played if we're talking about the window, then it is installation. If the window is not been installed properly, use the best glass
पानी आएगा,
whatsoever.
आवाज
There is a
आएगी.
space which you can't see, but it is there. So air will travel from that
There
space.
will be leakages.
There will be leakages. And
Sound
secondly,
leakage, water leakage.
the design of the window.
I have a question. What is AI doing in all this technology upgrade? Is it helping? I
It
haven't
is
chat
not.
No,
It's a great
It's like the
question.
prompt. You have to ask the right question.
I mean, it's a great question. What is AI doing it? So, what is now happening, as I mentioned, that we talked about fire, we talked about
Human
shading,
safety.
human safety, and then all the different, some doors are supposed to be closed, some doors are supposed to remain open or open up, some windows are supposed. So, in the West, and there are all connected building management systems. So now what is happening is that
Can
there
you
are-
please explain building management system in
so
open
building management
to-
systems
to-
is basically all your windows, your doors, your fire doors, lighting, your sensors, alarms. So they are all wired
together.
into a certain into a system, there is of
Like a
course,
server.
and of course the servers, the wires are of a certain things of a certain rating, so that they don't get hampered during a fire. And a lot of these sensors have now become wireless also.
through apps.
And so much so that the building management system is actually calculating which people are where in the building, the density of the people, where their evacuation is there. If there is a siren alarm, if a fire service needs to be alerted, a police needs to be alerted,
It's all
where
synced.
things. So these are all synced. Earlier you needed to be very complicated servers and a system.
सब standalone थे पहले.
And because of AI, now they are connecting the sensors to the AI. And because how many people, so there are sensors on our automatic doors which we can put, which are people counting. So people are coming in, people are going out. The building management system knows exactly how many people are inside the building. It is just simple adding or subtracting. During the daytime or at a certain lux level, it will automatically put the louvers out.
The shade out.
So there is a skin which is movable. There is these awnings, as we were talking, they will be out. So there are certain doors there are windows which are open normally. They have wind sensors. So if there is a rain, the building management system will close that window. There are solar panels also which are getting installed in facade. So you see, it's getting more and more complicated. It is more and more technology is there, and AI balances it all together.
But end of the day, all of this technology is available. We just have to use it effectively. It doesn't cost more, and end of the day, it's only giving us more safety.
Yeah.
And just
It,
not a
as
nicer
of now,
building.
it costs more.
Of course,
because
it
the system design.
But over a period of time, it balances out, no?
Yeah. So again, it will balance out. Again, there is a cost to
For
human
sure.
life. So that is very subjective.
If it's precious,
with a
then
lot
it's
of people.
invaluable. If it is not precious, then
Yeah.
it's costly.